everyone, and welcome back to Cheeseman Corner. Today we are going to be covering I Love a Mama's Boy. And for those that don't know what this show is about, it's about dysfunctional people. Today we are going to be reacting to Shahid and Dia. Shahid is a 24-year-old and Dia is a 47-year-old woman.
Get in here. Go right up now.
I am pretty codependent with my mom. Rely on her for a lot of the day-to-day activities.
At least Shahid understands that his relationship with his mom is extremely weird. He knows that he's so codependent on her. The fact that your mom has to be brushing your teeth, I encourage my children to brush their teeth themselves. I don't want them to grow up and ask me to do all these things for them. So, yeah.
Shahid was about 4 when me and his father divorced. So I was a single mom.
I have already watched some of the previous seasons of, these relationships, and there's a common factor in these relationships, and that is an absent father. And unfortunately, it looks like after dad left, she became extremely codependent on Shahid. And I do find it concerning. This is your son, he's not your husband, and there's no possible way that he's ever going to replace your husband.
I have the whole basement to myself, and my
brother stays.
My little brother stays in the utility closet. There's no window.
Excuse me, your brother stays in the utility closet? The favoritism is showing. Like, we already know, they have this relationship for a reason. But to show your kids that you already have a favor and that there's nothing else that they could do, it's just something so evil. I know a lot of us have grown up with multiple siblings, and knowing that your parents have a favor definitely does hurt your self-esteem. And you don't want your children's first experience with a woman in their life to be so sour.
Those or anything in there, it's just a bed and a dresser. I know you wouldn't have me sleeping in there, would you?
No, you have the whole basement. You
Yeah.
have the bigger portion.
Of course, there's no windows. Look at this room right here. And you're so proud of it. You say it with a smile on your face. And it's not because you guys don't have enough resources or because money is short. It's because you have a favorite.
Yeah, it's just.
As you guys have noticed, they actually have matching clothes, and this is something that they love doing. I already think this relationship is weird enough. Usually you don't see sons putting lipstick on their mothers.
This is not okay.
At least, if they're not suffering from a disability or something. So it's already kind of weird enough for me to have to witness this interaction. So
The favorite is definitely not me. It's cool. I'm okay with this.
the siblings already are aware that there is favoritism going around. No one else in this house can take Shahid's place.
I did get us matching outfits that we could wear.
Matching outfits is something that you do with your significant other or as a family all together.
Me and my mom do everything together. I mean, we're matching today. That's one thing we do together. The world needs to know this is my mom.
I do agree with you on that. The world does need to know she's your mom, and the world might think that she's actually your wife. So we should try to make it clear that she is your mom.
We like our personal space, and my mom, she likes invading personal space.
I mean, it is pretty clear that your mom likes invading personal space. We saw her earlier in the bed with Shahid.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
They are always holding hands. They're always hugging each other. They're always touching each other. And it's just kind of weird. There's also this moment where you can tell everyone's wearing green, right? Even grandma's, it's a little more on the gray side, but she's still wearing something that's kind of green. And then you have Shahid and her mom wearing this.
I like her outfit, Mom. I'm happy.
Like, it seems like they're a couple.
Stop being weird, please, for 1 second.
Because this is a lot of underwear. The only thing I wouldn't do for Shahid is support him in a bad relationship.
But anything else she would do. She'll wash his clothes, she'll brush his teeth, she'll do anything but not support him in a bad relationship. And we're going to get to see the bad relationship that she's so talking about and judge it for ourselves if it's actually a bad relationship.
When it comes to relationships, it does get a little tricky there. My mom really doesn't think anybody is good enough for me, but we know we can't date each other.
What?
It's the fact that you even had to mention that you guys know you cannot date each other. Why? Why would that even be something that you bring up?
The amount of time you spend with Nyla is stressing me out. Don't you care about my health?
All aboard the guilt trip boat. Just because you don't like someone, it does not mean that you're going to manipulate your son to not seeing this girl because you're sick. Do you feel sick right now? Are you seeing a doctor right now? Because you seem to be in pretty good health in my eyes.
Like if they're at the club, she gonna be dancing all up on her booty, all up on another guy.
Somebody else.
And Patty right here, you also need to stop enabling her behavior and how rude she's being towards Nyla. At no point has Shahid shared that Nyla has cheated on him or has been talking to other guys. So why are you even insinuating that when he goes out with her, she's going to be dancing on someone else? At first you go, oh yeah, she's gonna be dancing with my son, all up on him. And isn't that what the club is for? To dance all up on your partner if you want to. I don't see the issue there.
So I met Nyla in Shahid's dorm room and she didn't even speak. She didn't acknowledge me.
You're allowed to not like Nyla, but your son has been dating her for 2 years. And if that was the first time you met her, then, you know, maybe give her a chance.
Nyla and I have been talking a lot about moving in together.
I think we need to get rid of this mustache right here.
What is that? What is that?
If anything, that is more of an issue than Nyla is. And mom, instead of brushing his teeth, needs to shave that thing off. Nyla arrives at the house because they're going to be spending Thanksgiving together. Nyla walks inside the house, doesn't take her shoes off, even though there's multiple signs at the door saying take your shoes off. Walks in there with leftover food on Ziploc bags.
I brought collards and I brought rose.
Oh.
Hoping that she's going to make a good impression. You already know this woman doesn't like you, and this is how you show up to the house.
2 rolls.
Are you cold? Well, actually, I'm a bit toasty now.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
If she was getting judged for what she brought and the fact that she didn't take her shoes off, why would she be wearing a dress like that to Thanksgiving? Now, I'm all up for people wearing whatever the hell they want, whenever they want to wear it. But I do think that there is a time and a place to wear certain clothes. And I don't think the dress was necessarily fitting for a Thanksgiving dinner or a family that you're trying to impress.
I'm a Pisces, so I'm a water sign. And if you provoke me enough, eventually, like, you will get a reaction out of me.
Dia and Nyla are so similar. They are very strong-minded women, and you can see why they clash with one another, but you can also see why Shahid picked Nyla.
The first time that my mom met Nyla didn't speak to her. It's like a respecting. My mom just feels like Nyla doesn't respect her.
But your mom also doesn't respect her. You know, I do feel like respect is earned and not given.
Appreciate the outfit, Shahid. Thank you. That's my baby.
That's my baby. That's my baby. Like, ugh, you guys sound so ridiculous. I cannot do this. I get so frustrated when I see relationships like this between moms and sons because it's just weird. Like, he's already a 24-year-old. He lives in your basement. You guys act like you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend.
I mean, she's dropping bombs at dinner of them moving in together. I know that that's her trying to manipulate him, but he's not doing that.
Not the queen of manipulation. Talking about manipulation herself. You're the one that just guilt tripped their son, using your help as a reason of why he can't move out. But Nyla is using manipulation over a conversation that she already had with Shahid about moving out together.
What kind of teacher dresses like a sexy turkey?
I am all up for teachers having a life outside of school. And if this is the way that she chooses to dress outside of school, it is none of your goddamn business what kids she's teaching because of her freaking outfit.
Would be getting a place together.
You're making bad decisions.
Is he making a bad decision because it doesn't benefit you, or is he really making a bad decision? I don't think it's bad of him to move out with his girlfriend after 2 years of dating. How is he going to know if this is the person he wants to marry if they don't get to live together? I do think it's important for couples to live together before getting married to one another, and that is exactly what he probably wants to do.
But if it was not for me putting a hold on Shahid's accounts from time to time, he'd have no money saved up.
I understand that, but doesn't that say more about your son than about Nyla? Let's say that Nyla asks for things. That Nyla wants to go out for dinner, or she wants to grab some lunch or things like that. At the end of the day, your son is still allowed to say no. The reasons why your son can't tell Nyla no is because you have shown him that he can't say no to you.
Like, I have to move money out of his account so that he cannot spend it on her. You moving with Nyla, she's gonna expect you to pay for the whole apartment yourself.
I don't plan on moving out today. I don't plan on moving out tomorrow.
I definitely do feel like Shahid has zero autonomy. He cannot make his own decisions. He doesn't know how to think for himself. And all of that I attribute it to his mother, Dia. At the end of the day, when your son goes out there in the workforce, out there in the real world, and he can't cope with it, he can't do anything without you, it's going to be your fault. All of this is going to be your fault.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's all I really want is just my mom to say, this is okay.
I don't feel like Shahid should have to ask his mom for approval. I understand why he's doing it. He's so codependent on his mom that of course he needs the approval from her, but I just don't think he needs it. And if mom says no at the end of the day, I mean, you can still move out. Oh no, unless she freezes his bank account, then he can't move out at that point. But he's 24. He should be able to unfreeze his own bank account, right?
Like I
You
said,
still haven't said, how are you guys splitting rent?
I mean, yes, that is important. Mom does have a point there. How are you guys going to split rent? Are you going to be paying all of it? If that is one of her concerns, then I understand where she's coming from. But at the end of the day, he's a grown-up adult and he should also be allowed to mess up in life. Something that I didn't think was worth reacting, but I did want to talk about. Nyla had a conversation with her mother where her mother advised her to make a meal for Shahid's family. So that's exactly what Nyla did, and it went terribly wrong. The entire time Dia was hovering around her in the kitchen, checking what she was doing, judging everything. That looks burned. You didn't do that right. What are you doing? You're taking too long. And I mean, Nyla is not perfect. She did take forever. She didn't bring enough food. But at the same time, this woman is making food for you and your family, and she's trying to be nice. She's trying to make things up with you. And this is the reaction that you're giving her is disrespectful. So that is where we left off with those two. Let me know what you guys think about this video and if you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, then please let me know so I can continue to make more videos about I Love a Mama's Boy. I am gonna make a second one about this other couple that has their mother-in-law living with them in the same house, and this man has dates with his mom every Friday. But that's not the only problem. The problem is that every single time his mom and his wife get in an argument, he never ever ever takes his wife's side. He's always validating his mom's feelings, but his wife's, As always, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Bye.